Hey y'all, and welcome back to KateMas. If you're new around here, my name is Katie Marie. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out another one of my videos. And today I am so excited to be doing this first impressions. As you guys already know from the title, I'm doing a first impressions of the TerraMoon Cosmetics El Barrio palette. Oh my goodness, this palette is stunning. Like, this color story inside, I just can't get over how beautiful and just really unique as well. Like, the combination of these colors, the combination of these really bright colors with these really kind of grungy colors, everything about this palette had me excited. So as soon as they launched it, I had to get it. I have a vague idea of what I want to do, so I'm not going to be doing a palette bingo, but I do want to chat with you guys a little bit about doing a vlog and sharing a day in my life. I've gotten requests for that in the past, and I thought we could talk about that while I do my makeup today. But yeah, I am so very excited to get started. I don't think there's anything else I have to say. Why don't we just cut to the chase and get going? I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer and put some makeup on my eyeballs. Let's move right along. I put some Gerard Clean Canvas eye base on my eyes. Going to bring this a little bit closer and a little bit farther down. I feel like it's very bright and in my eyes. Let's get started. I'm so excited if you can't tell. Okay, so I definitely know the first thing I want to do is stick this orange in the inner half and then this blue on the outer half. That is like the first two things that I want to do, and I'll probably put the darker blue on the outer corner, and then I haven't decided yet what I want to do for my lid because I want to put all of those shimmers on my lids. They just look so pretty. I do have the Gerard Clean Canvas eye base on already for the primer. I really like the primer, the Gerard primer. I do notice though that sometimes, depending on the day, depending on the formula, I forgot I start on this side, but it can tend to crease. Doesn't really fade too much, but I can see creasing on this side. So it's not as bulletproof as my Lorac one. However, for a 2-for-1, because with the Lorac one I always like to use it with a concealer because I like to give coverage. So if I'm wanting to save some time like today, I like the Gerard one because it does work. And it's not like it's a significant crease, it's just such a minimal creasing, but I do notice just a little bit, especially depending on what type of eyeshadow I'm using. Okay, so this is going on really nice, a lot lighter than I thought, just by looking in the pan. So I'm gonna press just to see what we can do there. Here, I will say there's a good bit of kick up in the pan and on my face, so of course since I've already done my makeup I'm making a mess, but a significant amount. So let me see before I continue if that can easily be dusted away or if it's going to cause a problem, because I don't want orange under eyes. So let's see. Okay, that dusted away, no problem. So anyway, moving along, I have gotten requests in the past, like I feel like a while ago, to do a day in the life and share, like, you know, how my days are doing YouTube and being a mom and all that. And the reason I figured I'd talk about it here is because I've gotten a few more requests doing Vlogmas of people saying like, oh, you should totally share a little bit behind the scenes of like you with your kids, kind of your traditions, and you know what your day in the life is like while doing Vlogmas. So I figured I would just talk about it here and share with you guys why I don't do any type of behind the scenes day in the life. One big reason, honestly, is just because of time. I've thought about doing it and just thinking like logistically through what I would have to do. Blowing that off because there's a lot. I'm gonna go in with blue. This blue, did I even say this is, oh, that's why I didn't say, because I cannot pronounce them. Anyway, going on with blue. Moving on. I've logistically thought about like, okay, if I did a day in the life, you know, how would I do that? How would I record that? How would I put that together? And I'm pretty sure it would take me probably a week to record, and who knows how much longer to edit, because it would just be a lot. And since I'm here alone, it's not like I have my husband here to like record things. Not that I would want him, I don't know, I just find that a little awkward. I don't even like record YouTube videos like this in my room by myself when my husband's home, because I just find that a little bit awkward. So it would just, it would take like triple or quadruple the time of a normal day for me to record it, because you would have to set it up, and then, you know, depending on the day, like me getting ready in the morning, I have to set up my camera, click record, and then I have to go out and then walk in and kind of mimic it all. It would just be a lot, basically, is what I'm saying. And that's honestly the biggest reason, because I just, that's a lot. And then trying to record my day with my kids, like I'm pretty sure I would probably end up breaking my DSLR, because if I just left my DSLR up on a tripod with my kids running around, it would probably end up getting knocked over, especially with my 11-month-old, because he's always just trying to grab any new thing. Okay, I find that tapping definitely works. Not that this is a con, but just something to know that tapping it on really just helps it kind of stick down, and then blending from there when I'm blending on, it's just, not that that's a bad thing, because if you like a softer color, maybe you'll want to blend it on and slowly get there. But if you're like me and just want all the wha-bam color right from the jump, tapping on and then blending works. So anyway, it would just be a lot. And then also too, you know, with my kids, you know, I show them on my Instagram stories. I've done a couple videos where they make appearances, especially like the youngest child. I know Gideon was in a lot of videos his first year, and Levi's been in a good bit of videos just because of nap times and whatnot. And they're so young that in the very beginning, when they're young, I would say like 7-8 months down, they can like be awake and be fine because they'll just sit here and play with a toy or whatnot while I record. But they get to that age where they're too talkative, like Levi is now. So anyway, other than that though, I really don't show them on YouTube, and I kind of don't want to too much, especially the older they get, just because, I don't know, I just want to give them some privacy. And then, you know, showing them throughout the day, it's just, I know every YouTuber says this, I feel like, but my day is just not that interesting. I am very busy, but I don't think it's that interesting to like watch. Like, I feel like I could just tell you what I do throughout the day. And then, you know, when people were talking about, you know, show us your Christmas traditions. We really don't have any Christmas traditions. We're definitely not those people who are like, okay, it's Christmas and we have to do all these things. We're those people that's like, okay, it's Christmas, we get to spend time as a family, and let's just see what that means for this year for us. One definite constant in our day or in our year when it comes to Christmas is lights. My kids love lights, so every year we'll go around and look for lights. And our neighborhood, I'm gonna go with this shade next. Our neighborhood puts up a lot of lights, so we take many walks at night when it's so cold. We'll go on walks so that the kids can see the lights, and they'll stop and just stare and ooh and ah over them. Or if it's super cold and we want to go farther than we can walk, we'll go in the car and drive slowly by all the houses. So I would say that's our most consistent tradition that we do, because we've been doing that since Olivia was like 2, I think, is when she kind of really got interested in lights and thought they were so very pretty. So we went out and found lights to look at Christmas time. So that's a definite tradition that both of my children, and I'm sure Levi when he gets a bit older, look forward to every year. Olivia's been asking since like the summer, you know, when are people gonna start putting Christmas lights up? I want to go see Christmas lights. So she's super excited that Christmas is finally upon us. So yeah, I don't know where, I'm not really going anywhere with this conversation besides chatting with you guys about why I don't do vlogging day in the life. It would be honestly just too much, and I have to at some point say, okay, can I do this? No, for my sanity, I can't, unless, I don't know, I took a week or 2 off of uploading and took that week off specifically to work on a behind the scenes day in the life, just because it would be so involved for me. Let me see if the blue comes off just as easy. Yeah, I'm very thankful these don't appear to be sticking. Maybe the teeniest bit of haze there, but really nothing to complain about. Okay, this is where we're at. It's very pretty and it's going on really nice. That blend is really good. If there's any like issues with the blend that you guys can see on camera, because sometimes I just can't see things like I can when I see the video or the footage later, but that's probably just my blending skills and not the shadow, because from here it looks really good. I will say though that getting up close, this spot looks to patch just a little bit. Just a little bit, but that could also just be me. This side looks fine. So since this side looks fine, I think it's probably just me, and again, maybe where I blended out my shadow or my concealer or my primer. I noticed that whenever I have to put eyeshadow primer on after I've done my face, I always do a terrible job blending and meshing the two, so I feel like I always have issues there. I'm gonna put on some glitter glue. You know what? No, I'm gonna try this without glitter glue because I have a feeling these shimmers are going to be amazing on their own. Okay, so now that we are here, I think I'm gonna save this for my inner corner because I just think that would be fun. I don't know. You guys know me and interesting color combinations. Man, just look at those swatches though. I barely touched them and they're so intense. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do green to the pink and then I'll do the gold on the inner half, even though I kind of want to use that gold because it's so very vibrant. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I was gonna save this yellow gold shade for my inner corner, but I'm just gonna use a highlighter for my inner corner, and I really want to put this shade all over the first half, and then I'll see how I feel, but I'll do this one or the green because those, I just want to use them. So let's see what this looks like. These shimmers look so intense that, oh, I can't wait. I feel like they're gonna look amazing with zero help. Okay, let me pick up some more. It looks promising. Okay, so not like give me glow level of intensity when you first put it on without any help. Like Give Me Glow's metallics, I just feel like looks so intense, but let me see. Okay, it's building up. I was going in lightly at first because I didn't want to I hate textured lids, so I was going and dipping in very lightly to the shimmer. But I'm picking up more on it, about that much. And that's looking real good. I think I'm gonna cut it out right here and kind of Betty Jean this look, as I like to say, because I totally learned this technique from her. She does it and it always looks so beautiful. And then I do it and it's always a little sus because I always pick the worst colors to pair, but hey, I have fun. Anyway, but at this time in my life, I don't ever plan on doing a day in the life, behind the scenes type of video. Both just because of the logistics of recording a video like that and also the privacy of my kids. I don't know. I show them a little bit on Instagram stories, so it's kind of just for people who follow me and want to click on my stories. So it's a much smaller audience, so I don't feel like it's so much of a platform on there. And even with on there, I don't show them a lot, especially the older they get. I kind of show them less just because they're becoming their own, you know, little people, their own little personalities. And I was interrupted for just a moment there, so I forget exactly where I was, but I think I was just saying that I don't really want my kids to be growing up going like, oh, you know, let me do this explicitly for showing other people. Like, I want their childhood to just be them playing without needing to be on a stage, if that makes sense, I guess is what I'm saying. For me personally and my kids, I just want them to be kids. Like, I don't want them, like I said, to feel like anything they do or anything they play has to be played in a way that they know a lot of people are gonna see. This isn't going on very well. So I'm gonna try to go in with a different type of brush. I was using the tiny brush I was just had for the inner corner, but for some reason this shade doesn't wanna go on. So I'm going to use my little sponge tip applicator because this shade just feels like it'll go on so much easier with that. Feel like I thought these shadows were going to be like super intense and impactful, and maybe it's because they're pressed so firmly, but I feel like they would have looked better with some type of sticky base underneath. They would have really popped. So see like how intense that is now that I have this little sponge tip applicator. I feel like I probably could have got that a lot easier with just a little bit of glitter glue underneath, but I don't know, I just thought they felt so intense and so smooth, but they are more firmly pressed, so maybe that's why this flat brush is just having a hard time picking it up. Anyway, so that's another reason why I don't really do videos with my kids anymore as they get older, is just because I want them to be kids. At their age, like, they don't understand what that means to put it on YouTube for hundreds of people to see. They'll do, you know, silly things and we'll send it to their family, their grandparents, their cousins, their aunts. But for me to put it on YouTube or to put videos with them on YouTube, I just don't feel fully comfortable with it. So to be on the safe side, since I don't feel fully comfortable with it, that's the reason why I don't feature them too much. Even though Olivia has asked a couple times, like, can I do, you know, can she do my makeup and put it on YouTube like she did way back when. She always remembers that, and sometimes we'll go on my YouTube channel and watch that video where Olivia and Gideon helped pick and do my makeup. But I mean, I might do something like that again, but I think that'll be the extent of like showing and having my kids on my channel. I just don't really feel fully comfortable showing their lives. So if I were to do a behind the scenes day in the life, I feel like it would be mostly all centered on me, which would make it hard to film and kind of not exclude them, but, you know, don't make their day the center of my video, if that makes sense. So for all those reasons, I'm kind of just yammering on and on at this point, but for all those reasons, that's why I haven't done and don't have any plans to do a day in the life type of video. Okay, so this is what we have. Why I did it on this side, I don't know. I always try to do it over here. We have a good amount of fallout. Again, this is a palette that I just would not, once I do this video, I'm never gonna do my face before this because it'd be so much easier if I didn't have to worry about cleaning up or be scared that I'm gonna have a fallout on my face, but that is what we have. I think that's really pretty. I feel like I wish the shimmer, this shade, I don't even know what it's called, it's so intense when I pick it up and it's so beautiful and I want it to be that intense. So let me just pop it here. Next time I use this, I'll definitely use a glitter glue underneath and that'll probably just be my preference, but I do like to, when I'm testing a palette, try it at least one day with no glitter glue just to see the transfer onto my lid, especially this eye, which is my problem eye, but that looks really pretty. I kind of dig it. It's a little bit weird, like the color combination, but I think it's a weird that works. You can let me know if you agree. If you're looking at this saying it doesn't work, you can totally let me know that. I think the only thing I don't like is the orange and the blue where they mesh, which I should have assumed this because of color theory. It's a little bit just, you know, more brownish, which I wouldn't mind it being more of a pop of color, but that's okay. I'm just gonna press it here. So there's what we have. So at this point, I'm gonna finish this eye, do my liner. Oh, let me do my lower line on this side, and then we'll close out the video. I always do this. But anyway, that's basically what I want to say in this video. I just want to let you guys know that I hear you when you talk about and ask about doing a day in the life or behind the scenes. If you ever want me to just chat about like in detail what my day is like, that I don't mind doing, because I do find those type of videos informative, just to hear how people's days are and how they're able to fit everything in one day kind of thing. I think that can be a lot of fun to listen to, so I wouldn't mind doing a first impressions video like this and chatting about that and giving you guys that information. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the blue, and then I think I'm just gonna go in with the bright blue on the lower lash line to make this blue really pop and tie it all in. But yeah, I don't mind that, so if you would like to see that, let me know, and I can do that for sure in a future first impressions video like this, because I really enjoy chatting with you guys about a specific topic, because I feel like it kind of grounds my videos, that sounds weird, but you know, kind of helps center my video around a topic. That way it flows nicely, because I think because like in the past I would just talk about random things and I jump from topic to topic, and then while I was like editing the video I'd just be like, why are you talking about that, Kate? Like, why? It's just so random. So I just feel like having a topic like I'm doing today, or like I would if I shared about kind of in depth about my personal day with the kids, I feel like that would just, it's a lot more fun to listen to, at least for me personally. I think it is. It's a lot more easy to listen to because it has like a purpose and a center focal point. I will say that that blue, it looks a lot darker when I blend it on my skin. Maybe it's just because I'm blending it on a set base, but here's the darker blue, here's the lighter blue. I feel like there's very little difference in that light blue, which is this shade right here. Like, look how much darker that is. I kind of wanted that really light blue to pop, so that I'm kind of sad at that. Not that it's, you know, a bad color, but I just wanted the lightness to really wha-bam in your face, and it's not doing that. So anyway, I think that's about all I wanted to say. Let me grab this brush again with a little bit more of that lighter blue and do some tap, tap, tap. But yeah, that's about the look. I'm just gonna put my face highlight, which I didn't put any highlighter on yet, but I'm gonna put my face highlight for the inner corner, and then I'm gonna wing it out, do my brows, put on some lipstick, and I will be back, and then we can close out this video, and I'll share with you guys, per usual, some close-up looks. Alright, so this is the completed look. I really like how it turned out. It's giving me those vibes of when I did a look with Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. We created a palette from singles inspired by our favorite candy, and I did a look kind of similar, except instead of so much blue, it was green. However, it just gives me vibes of that. I absolutely love that look. So this look is making me very happy. I think it's that shade right there that makes me think of that look. But anyway, here's the completed look. I'll go ahead and stick up close-ups like I always do. Let me know what you guys think. I really like how it turned out. I think the color combinations are really pretty, very unique, but very pretty, and what I like to see or what I like to do for my makeup. But yeah, first impressions on this palette, I'm very pleased. I'm a little cautious when it comes to the mattes and the shimmers, just because the mattes seemed a little bit like they didn't want to stick down, and the shimmers were a little difficult to transfer. I think using a glitter glue will definitely solve that issue. I tend to be very gentle on my eyelids, so maybe I just need more pressure, and I just need to kind of get used to the formula. And then the mattes, I think maybe just a sticky base. I'm going to use it a couple different ways, and I'll definitely mention it in my final review, but overall, saturation of color, amazing, and then the intensity of the shimmers when you do get them on your lid is very, very pretty. Nothing like super sparkly, but a very, very pretty shimmer that borders on metallic. That's how I would describe them. But yeah, this look came together so effortlessly, and it's so intensely pigmented. Like, the colors just pop. is beautiful. I am very happy. Though I will say with that, I think I already mentioned it, but that lighter blue shade, definitely not as light as I wanted it to be. I feel like it's almost, it just deepened up a lot, so it's meshing with the darker color a little bit more than I wanted. I wanted the brightness in the blue to stand out more, and it's not really. So I guess if I had to say one disappointment with this palette so far in this first impressions, I don't know for sure how it will act as I continue to use it, but it is that blue shade because I wish it was lighter and brighter. But yeah, that is going to do it for my first impressions. Let me know if you want to see more looks with this, if you would like a 3 looks 1 palette with this palette. Let me know that. It wouldn't be till January just because I cannot fit it in December, but if you would like to see a 3 looks 1 palette, I can definitely work on that and then just upload it sometime in January. But yeah, I had a lot of fun trying this out, and I look forward to getting to do more looks with it. I might not be able to, like I said, in December. I'm kind of focusing on palettes that I'm going to do like best of the year and just refreshing my memory on how I'm going to rank all my palettes. So I don't know how much I'll be able to play with new palettes other than these first impressions video. If you want to hear more about that, I did a shop my stash and kind of explained my strategy for December, but you can check out that video if you want more information. But I'm excited for whenever I can play with this palette to get to use it more and give my official review. And whether I do a 3 looks 1 palette or not, I'll definitely be reviewing it and giving you guys all the looks that I created and all the pros and cons with this palette in my palette palooza for the month whenever I do use this. Yeah, with all that said, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this look. And with all that said, if you want to continue getting daily content from me other than on my YouTube channel, I'm over on Instagram on LadyKatie92. I upload there about every day. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm. And with all that said, I will see you very soon in my next video tomorrow. Bye guys.